Hi y'all, so for our project, we're examining the legality of being gay across the modern world. This was even illegal in America, perhaps the most progressive nation in the world, up to just a few years ago. Since there is no world government to examine, and too many individual governments, we will be examining the United Nations, or UN, since they represent more than half of the nations across the world. Because the UN represents nations with religious ideas that are strictly against the sexuality of being gay, they must walk the thin, thin line between gay right progressivists and traditional religious views of the many different countries they represent. According to UN.org, the UN's official website, they currently employ roughly 44,000 employees worldwide and consist of 193 nations. That's a lot. Recently, again seen on their official website, the UN widened its same-sex marriage policy to include all legally married staff. This is a steep turn in the progressivist direction, but they only seem to use the keyword legally married same-sex couples. There are still countless illegitimately married same-sex workers because their country does not allow them to marry. The UN is in charge of peace and security, climate change, sustainable development, human rights, disarmament, terrorism, humanitarian and health emergencies, to name a few off their website. So, in the coming years, I believe they will have no choice but to adhere to the human rights of love and allow all gay couples to work. I believe the main trend of this policy is to lean to progressivism and the new idea that all gay couples deserve rights. I believe because of the UN's goals of protecting human rights, they will see love as a human right in a matter of just time. This topic is relevant in our society because many publics in the US still face discrimination because of their sexuality, and this is just on an international level. This case is a PR problem because this is an organization that must please the most opposite of people from the most different of countries. And we see them making the move towards gay rights, but just very slowly. The organization's publics are those within the numerous countries they represent, which is why outright banning or allowing gay rights is tough until it makes headway in each country individually first. They are indeed widening their acceptance of the gay community, which countries like Saudi Arabia and their harsh laws are not pleased with, but are not fully embracing the new concept of gay rights yet because of these countries. This is the united group who have common interests of the organization's goals and objectives, so they must not be too fast or accept or deny same-sex as a right to not anger those classic countries.
Last week, CNN released the story that the country of Brunei has passed a law that makes gay sex punishable by stoning to death, promoting widespread condemnation. The Brunei Sultan owns several hotels across the world, including the Beverly Hills Hotel and the Hotel Bel Air, which are located in Los Angeles. Because of this, on social media, Ellen DeGeneres, who's also a member of the LGBTQ community herself, posted to boycott all Brunei-owned hotels. Even George Clooney, a heterosexual man, has called everyone to stop staying at these luxury hotels. Because of this worldwide scandal on Instagram and social media of all these these worldwide known celebrities talking about this issue, the Brunei hotels' social media accounts are now inaccessible, which kind of alludes to the idea that they're either going to change the law or that they're just going to avoid all press and social media right now until this kind of blows over. But my guess is that it's not going to blow over for a while. Due to all of these celebrities using their platforms and their high following count as an advantage to speak up on the behalf of those that can't and who this law is affecting, I would say that this is a PR win. I'm sure they all talked about we can't for the ones who have posted about this, they probably have talked about it now, being we need to stand up for this. I think that without these people talking about it, no one would have seen this photo. The fact that there was a specific image too that was being reposted so much on social media also adds to the significance of this PR as a PR kind of accidental package as a win. I think the next steps that they need to do, even like protests would be great to go do, like if a celebrity on protest or like talks, like someone could host a talk, like if Ellen wanted to do a segment on her show about, like what it's like being from the LGBTQ community, and like how it hurts her and like her community, and like what they should do to like help prevent this from happening in the future, because Brunei is not the only country that has this strict anti-gay laws. If I was hired as a PR professional, I think it would have been hired by like one of the celebrities due to this like specificity of a case. So like go live on Instagram, Facebook, make a YouTube video about it, like make a poll and then like post the video, talk about it on their show. Ellen could call like other members of like celebrity members of the LGBTQ community to come be on her show with her, especially like international members of the LGBTQ community who are famous, like getting those people on her show too, because that would even provide like a better scope and just international people if anyone's from like a country like Brunei, stuff like that. But I definitely think overall this accidental unification of like the like Hollywood is like a very much of a win. Yeah, thank you.